Hey TikTok, how y'all doing today on this beautiful Thursday? Try to use this plant to prop my phone up, and it's coming out on the picture. Anyway, it's your girl Natasha here. I just wanted to come on here real quick and check in with y'all. Hope everybody's doing great, enjoying their beautiful day, beautiful Thursday. Trying to get used to this, to being going live on here. And just wanted to welcome you guys to the Empress Lounge. If you don't know about the Empress Lounge is a space that I wanted to create here for the encouragement of women, but specifically of moms and single moms, because I have a special place in my heart. I'm a single mom. I have a single mom of twin girls, and I'm out here making things happen and doing the damn thing. And I want to be able to help encourage other moms that are out here doing the same thing or trying to figure out how to do the same thing as well. You know, as women, we are really magical. As moms, specifically, especially, we are so magical, and we are not out here just raising kids and working. We are building our empires, right? And as an empress, that's what you're doing. We're building your empire. So I hope that we can keep in mind that we want to rule. As if you're a single mom, you have to be the nurturer and the provider, and that's very true. But as a nurturer, I want to make sure that we are building and ruling with love and wisdom, and while never forgetting our own individual brilliance, our own individual power, and just how magnificent we are as women, as moms. I want to be able to have this space for us to be able to encourage each other as we can share that light. And also to be able to help for those who may not know me. Again, I was a single mom. I was in an abusive relationship. Had to go through all the things, right, to come and get myself together and figure out how to make a better life for me and my daughters. And digital products and marketing digital products has been a godsend for me. It's really helped me to be able to create the freedom and the space and time that I need to be able to spend time with my babies, but also be able to provide for them as well, because really don't have a choice, right? They all those needs need to be met. So it's for anybody who is out there, because there are other moms that are out here and just really chronically exhausted, right, from having to always be the nurturer and the provider. Just anybody that find themselves out there constantly feeling guilty because you don't have enough time to spend with your babies because you're out here trying to work to feed them, right? And anybody that's feeling overwhelmed with the responsibility, right, of having to do all the things and not having any help. Right, being able to create that time and space for yourself, being able to create that freedom for yourself, that room for yourself to be able to do that and do those things. It brings you such a peace in life. If you're out here as a mom, you're doubting yourself, right? A lot of us are doubting ourselves. We're trying to figure out, are we doing this right? Are we doing these things right? But also, too, it's easy to lose yourself in motherhood, as you're constantly providing and nurturing and taking care of others. It's easy to lose who you are and lose your identity and lose your sense of self. And I want us to be able to, I want to encourage you to keep that for yourself, keep that space and place for yourself. You are teaching your babies how to take care of themselves as well in doing that. And if you don't take care of yourself and don't make sure that you're good to go, you're not going to be any good for anybody else. Just like we're on the airplanes, right? And they tell you if something goes down, you got to make sure you get your own oxygen mask on first, and before you can help anybody else. It's the same thing in life, right? So we want to make sure that we're keeping ourselves afloat and keeping ourselves balanced, right, in a stable ground so that we can take care of these babies as best as we can. I want to be able to show you guys how I was able to transform my life and struggling and coming out of an abusive relationship and being able to come have my own house built and be able to take care of me and my babies without having to worry about those things, and have the space and freedom and time to enjoy them and watch them thrive and not just be in survival mode and be struggling all the time. I remember getting my car repossessed on Halloween, y'all, a few years ago. That shit hurt my feelings. We have to try to hide from the babies that what's going on. So we just gonna take us a nice long walk in a different neighborhood this time. But yeah. So marketing digital products, you guys, has been really just a game changer and a shift in my life. Has been able to open up the additional opportunities for me to like I said, to be able to provide for them and to be able to make time for them without having to make those sacrifices. So Just real quick, for those of you guys, I don't know if you've heard, anybody out there, have you guys heard of digital products and digital marketing? Are you engaged with it all? Are you hear anybody have any questions about it? I know things are just changing up. Just real quick, these are my little my little notes that I just made for myself. So just a quick, easy breakdown for digital products, just to give you just a general overview of them. There's three main categories, if you will, pertaining to digital products and how they operate. The first part is attention, right? Your attention. You want to leverage social media as the way that you gain attention to your products. And you can use, short form content, right? Reels, typically Instagram, you on the TT here, Facebook, whatever platform you prefer. About three minimum, especially as you're getting started. Short firm. I can't talk today. Short form content, right? Because none of us have any attention span longer than an ant these days. So 5 to 7 second short form content that encases three different things to get people's attention, right? One, you want to make sure that you have a visual hook, right? Somebody moving, somebody dancing, somebody doing some type of moving. If it's just you hanging out with your folks, with your family, and you're out taking a stroll, right? You want to have your visual hook included in that. Your second thing is you're going to have a caption. You want to have a nice long caption that's going to enable, give people an opportunity while they're reading through that caption, right? For your hook, your visual hook, to continue to keep hooking and loop on, being on a loop. If it's only 5 to 7 seconds, hopefully it'll take them about 3 different revolutions of your visual hook for them to actually read through that long caption. You want to talk about the benefits of digital producting and marketing digital products and the benefits that it's going to bring to your life. You're going to speak to that. And then the third thing you want to include in that attention-seeking marketing is going to be your call to action. At the very end of all of your long caption, you want to include some way for people to engage with you, right? Whether it's you want to, have a keyword and say, hey, if you're interested in learning more, drop the word learn in my comment section, or, heart this video, something to that extent, a call to action, something that lets them know that you need some type of action for them to show that they're interested in learning more about what you have to, about getting these gems and getting these tools that they need to enhance their lives. And like I said, those are the three things you want to use, and those are the ways we get attention. Now, what are we getting attention for, right? The next thing is, these for their products. Our products are going to be digital products, whether they are templates, ebooks, planners. God, the world of digital marketing is just continuing to expand and grow. So there's so many different formats of digital products that you can have as your product, and it could be a product or a service. Now, if you guys have heard or not, I'm not sure if you've heard or if you understand or not, but the biggest thing in the game right now is done-for-you digital products. Done-for-you digital products are just what they sound like. They're digital products that somebody has already spent the time and the energy and their creative expertise in investing in making a beautiful product for you. So whether it's a beautiful planner or a beautiful, like I said, an ebook that's, learning and teaching you about financing or whatever you're into, right? Those are your digital products. And there's MRR products, which are master resale rights products. And then there's PLR products. Again, you probably will see a lot of these acronyms kind of thrown about like alphabet soup out here. But an MRR, a master resale rights product, this is a product that essentially it's a product that you're purchasing and that you have the master resale rights to continue to resell as many times as you like, right? For instance, my favorite is the Digital Wealth Academy. There is so much information built into the Digital Wealth Academy, whether you want to do drop shipping because you want to start a t-shirt business, whether you want to do you want to start a nail salon, or if you are a podcaster and you're trying to figure out how to monetize on that, right? The Digital Wealth Academy literally is a comprehensive training module it's not a module, but it contains several modules in different languages as well that cover the array of different types of methods that you can make digital wealth in this day and age. Like I said, whether it's going to be your platform of choice, Pinterest or YouTube, TikTok, what have you, or like I said, if you're making T-shirts or what have you. So it's just a variety of information that provides you. So really is a wealth of knowledge, and that's my favorite. That's right now is the Digital Wealth Academy. But that is a master resale right product. It is something that a team of people already created and put together, and they have specific rules in place on how much that I can resell that product for. But I do have the rights to resell it, and basically I've already recouped the money that I spent on the class in reselling it and providing the information to somebody else who is out here trying to figure out their own way to establish their empire, right? So those are master resale rights product. Like I said, those are, I can't modify it. I can't really change it or adjust it. I can just resell that product the same way that I purchased it and received it. I now have the rights to resell it as many times as I'd like to anybody else out there. So that's master resale rights. The PLR is the Lord, I just totally blanked out. But PLR, excuse me. PLR is different in the instance that it is something, private label rights. There we go. It just came back to me. Private label rights. So the difference with that one is different than the MRR is that with the private label rights, those are digital products that you have the ability to modify and personalize and adjust as you see fit, as you like, to your style, to adjust to your brand colors and things like that. But there's no restrictions on how much you can resell it for. You have the rights to resell it for whatever price that you feel like is worthy is worth. And that when you essentially are personalizing it and branding it and putting your brand colors and adding your logo and all the things to it, it essentially then becomes your product, right? That you can then determine what the worth and the value is on it at that point. So those are the differences, the main differences between MRR and PLR. I was a little bit confused when I was first coming in the game and trying to figure things out. So just thought I would help you with that. But those are your products, right? These are the products that, as a minute ago, I was talking about having attention, right? We're going to drive attention to those products. If that's going to be, like I said, your short form content, whether you're going to use an IG or TT or whatever your platform of choice is. So that is your products. And then the third key aspect to doing digital marketing is having a system or a store, right? Just if you wanted to go get your favorite drink, your favorite soda, you know where to go to. You know your favorite store, your local gas station, 7-Eleven, wherever you like to go and do your thing. We are setting up our own stores, our own systems as well to support those stores to sell these digital products in. I don't know if you've heard of them or not, but a lot of these websites out here, you have Stand Store or Beacons or Gumroads, and I actually just heard of a couple other ones recently, ConvertKit, and some other Etsy. Some people are doing them through Etsy, different platforms and places like that, where you can set up an online store, an online shop for people to be able to come and peruse all the things you got going on in there and decide they want to make the purchase, right, from your physical, from your digital store. Like I said, Stand Store is the one that I use. It's my favorite. And I'm actually creating some other pages. So I've been kind of thinking about testing out Beacons. I've heard some different things. They all have their pluses and minuses, I guess, their perks and their negative parts to them. I know with Stand Store, they have a basic plan that starts at like $29 a month. And there is, speaking towards the system that we need to support our store, they have a lot of functionality built into Stand Store that I really like. They have an automated system that can go in there and respond to your Instagram posts and messages as people are interacting, so that you don't have to be on top of those messages all the time. I don't know about you, but I'm really bad at responding to all the text messages or all the things that come in between my family and the kids' schools and all the different clubs and interactions and emails and stuff like that. I'm really bad about staying on top of those type of things, and you don't want to miss sales because you can't stay on top of all the activity that's coming through your store, right? Or people that are interacting with you or showing you interest. So there is a tool within Stand Store that you can program automated responses to anybody that is showing interest or inquiring into your Instagram page. Y'all, I just found out about TikTok. They have their own automated response system as well. I got to set that up. I haven't had a chance to do that yet today. I just found out this morning that TikTok has that as well. But outside of the Stand store and having that functionality and the capability in there, there's also like another app called ManyChat. ManyChat is some same type of deal. You can set up to have automated responses and to anybody that reaches out to you, that shows you interest and has any inquiries. And you can just, that is, this is how our world is becoming, right? It's automated. Everything's going to be the digital response. And you want to leverage that capability and that technology for your benefit, right? To help you guys to drive more attention and drive essentially more customers to your store. So I said Stand Store. Like I said, they have the $29 plan that is included with the automated responses for your social media. But if you wanted to upgrade to, I want to say it's like $99 a month for that level plan, you can also have incorporated email marketing as well, which is a huge benefit to you as well. I'm not familiar with Beacons. I'm actually getting ready to try it out. I was learning about it today, and about the fact that they don't charge you a monthly rate just to have a store set up within Beacons. They charge you, I want to say it's 9% of your income that you make. They charge you depending on, when you make money, they make money, right? So just depending on what you're trying to do and how you're trying to grow, but you want to have a store. You want to have a storefront, right? A digital storefront in a space, a website that you can drive all your traffic to. Again, whatever people are doing digital marketing on all these different platforms now, from YouTube to Pinterest to, I was just getting schooled earlier about Snapchat, which I got to get my kids to teach me how to use, but it drives all that traffic back to your store, so that the products that you have in your store and that you are using all these systems and short form content to drive attention to these products, they can all work together as a system. And having a system like that, when I tell you, as a single mom, it's just the pressure, the stress of always having to be the provider. Like I said, of having to worry about, again, just being chronically exhausted all the time, because you have to worry about, making sure the kids stay in line, but you also want to nurture them as well and make sure that they know that they're loved and all those good things. I don't know about you, if you are constantly feeling guilty because you don't have enough time with your babies. I know for me, I used to always try to have a second job going on in the background so I could make some extra money, keep extra money coming in. But I'm almost like splitting up the money I'm making between the daycare, the babysitter that's, watching a kid for me, trying to make the extra money. And, and then again, just having that guilt, right, of, gosh, like they're growing so fast. Am I really spending the time that I should be spending with them? Even though I don't, I'm trying to make sure that I hustle for them because I don't want them to starve, right? But if you are feeling constantly overwhelmed with just always having that responsibility on you and no help, do yourself this favor, right? Look into this, learn about this, because you're giving yourself the opportunity to change your lives, right? To change your lives, your baby's lives, and giving yourself the time and the space to have the additional income to make sure that, God forbid, you lose your 9 to 5, you can still provide for these babies, right? You can still make sure they're squared away. Having one income in 2025, particularly if you're a single mom, it's just crazy. I'm sorry, it's crazy. I don't trust it. I live in the DMV area. We are all these government jobs, right? Supposed to be so secure and everything like that, but it's just really not. We see what's going on out here, and the reality is we can't really rely on all of that, right? So if you're interested today, I would love to walk you through it. I have a program specifically designed for beginners, the Empress Lounge, the Pink Print, the Digital Vault for beginners. It includes lots of digital products that are already made for you, and as well as a blueprint on how we can walk through setting up all your systems. We can make sure that you're getting the right attention. Forget my handwriting. Getting your right attention to your store and to your products, right? Whether they're done for you, whether they're MLR PLR, whether it's you're making your own digital products now, whether you're doing it facelessly or you are posting faceless content for those who are not interested in showing their faces and communicating and going live, right? We can work with that, and I can coach you through that as well. And I can make sure I can help you set up all your systems so that all of it works cohesively and together. And again, so that you are allowing this money to come in passively while you're hanging out with your family, while you're at the soccer game or on the beach chilling, or whatever it is that you got going on in life. You're living your life and thriving and doing your thing without having the constant stress and panic and worry about ensuring that your babies are actually going to be provided for, right? And worried that you're not going to have a roof over your head. That's no way to live life, right? So let's try to live life more on our own terms and decide what we want to do for our lives, and put ourselves out here so we can make sure these babies are getting squared away. The girlies are making a killing doing these digital products, y'all, and retiring. And I don't know about y'all, I feel like we've been tricked, right? I feel like we've been tricked. We don't have to work these 9-to-5 jobs. We don't have to be out here working. This story I keep telling, because to me it's just blowing my mind. My mother, she worked for the military and the federal government for over 40 years. She just retired in January 2025. She's not part of this new fangled craziness going on with the fork in the road. She just decided that she wanted to retire after working a long time. When I tell you, she has not received a check yet from January 11th to June the 5th. She has not yet been paid by the government for her retirement that she earned. She already earned that money, and she hasn't gotten paid yet. Y'all, we cannot rely on these people. They don't care about They don't care about us. And like, come on, y'all. Y'all see what's going on out here, right? But at the end of the day, the bills still got to be paid. The mortgage still got to be paid. The car note still got to be paid. And food still got to be on the table, right? I don't want you guys living under the stress of having only a single income, particularly if you're a single parent, you guys. It's hard out here, and that stress is unnecessary, right? I want you to thrive and enjoy and live life, not be struggling and trying to figure out from day to day, where's the next meal coming from? My light's gonna be cut off? Am I gonna have hot water? Like, y'all, it's about to get hot outside. We need that AC, the AC to be on at all times. And also too, if you have little ones, I'm very grateful that my daughters are about to be teenagers. Well, that's a double-edged sword. It's a whole nother conversation. But for the sake of the fact that I don't have to pay daycare, y'all, that daycare was killing me. You hear me? Especially before I figured out there's another way, a better way. And let me help you. I want to show you that there is a better way to do this. There's a better way to do this. And we can be out here and just enjoying life and thriving and not struggling to survive, y'all. When I tell you, before these came along, before I was able to make a shift in my life, raising my daughters was something I literally was like keeping my head down and just trying to keep focus on the next day and the next day and trying to survive. And y'all, I'm grateful we made it, you know what I'm saying? They're thriving, but it's no way to live. And to now be able to keep my head up and just enjoy life and enjoy them and watch them grow and know that they're good, y'all, the peace that comes with that is priceless, right? So if you're tired of that, and if you don't have a backup plan, God forbid, I know for me, like, I was like, Lord, forgive me. Lord, help me if my car was to break down, right? Or my AC was to break down, or my water heater was to break down. I don't know what I would have done, right? So do you have a plan for that? Do you know what you're going to do? Or do you right? Because things happen, right? What are you going to do? Because we can't, the people still want their rent money, regardless if your car broke down, right? Or if you have a health issue, something like that comes up, some huge financial crisis. If you don't have $1,500 set aside to be able to take care of it, make sure that you and your family are okay, what are we going to do? So come work with me. Let me show you how you can make this extra income without sacrificing the time with your babies. And look, these kids, tech savvy as they are, I'm trying to I'm trying to show them how to make their own, how to do their own digital, do their own digital products. Because seriously, this is the way that life is going for them, right? This is the way they're learning these things, all these tools and some of these things that, you may not be that tech savvy, right? I know it's a lot of things I definitely had to learn. I never posted a reel before in my life before doing digital products, right? But that's what these kids are living in. That's just their day to day. That's just how they're functioning. So why not give them as well, show them the tools once you master them on how they can set up lucrative streams of income as well, right? Help out the whole family. So y'all, if any of that sounds interesting to anybody on there, if y'all want to learn more about digital marketing, if you've been hearing about it and not really sure and being confused, can I get a number 2 in the chat? Let me see some engagement so I can know that, I'm not just talking to myself. And that somebody else is interested in not having that stress and in desiring to be able to make additional income without sacrificing time with their babies, right? And ensuring that you can pay the daycare and still pay the car note without struggling and without having to be worried, right? Or to worry about if just being overwhelmed, right? Constantly feeling like you're doing it all by yourself and not being able to make a lot of moves because you still got to make sure the baby's squared away. If there's anybody interested, I can help you with that and show you how we can make these changes. For these next 10 minutes, I'm putting my Digital Empress Beginner Vault on sale. There is 6,900 done for you digital products already included in there, y'all, as well as some guidance on how to post on your social media pages. And guidance on, what? Let me try to open this up so I can show y'all what's up in here. Yeah, we get the guidance on how to do it and help you understand how to leverage, some of these platforms and their algorithms, how to manipulate them. What else we got up in her? Only thing that you guys would need to have in order to do this, you guys, is Canva, which is free, right? That's a free tool to use. And at this point, it's so funny, like even the kids are learning how to use Canva in school. Ooh, my stomach's growling. I need to get some food. Canva and ChatGPT, you guys. That's another thing. Getting to set up these systems, right? Setting up your store, setting up, and even getting you guys the attention that you need for your products. We are going to leverage ChatGPT. I hope you're not scared of it. I hope that you've been poking around and learning how to use it a little bit because, like I said, that joint ain't going nowhere. In the world that we're living in, it's just going to be continuing to be used more and more in in our healthcare and in the school systems and just dealing with customer service. It behooves us all to learn how to use this digital learn how to use ChatGPT because it is being used to people are writing papers, doing research papers that are going to affect us all. I'm having some technical issues, but I want to. Here we go. So we'll give you within the beginner's vault. There are IG hooks. So you guys don't have to worry about trying to figure out, well, what am I going to post or what am I going to say? Between the already provided the hooks that I already have for you, and I will show you. And I have what's the word? My brain. Forgive me. I had surgery a couple weeks ago, and I'm like the medicine is just getting out of my system, so I'm getting my little brain's all foggy. But the prompts, that's what they are. The prompts that you need to put in ChatGPT to give you the right messaging for your bio, for your hooks, for your logo, for all the things, right? We can leverage leverage ChatGPT to help you create these things. But see, in the beginner vault, I have IG hooks, I have reels. I have faceless reels that you can include and use, again, for those who are shy and don't want to go online and show their beautiful face for whatever reason. But also, too, I want to talk about that, and help you guys understand. We can work together on that mindset of what that really is about, right? Of having that fear and eliminating that fear that's going to hold you back, those self-limiting beliefs that have the potential to hold you back. I have marketing strategies provided for you. There is a video that will show you how to edit your video on Canva. And again, all these things that I'll be willing to mentor and work with you on and help you walk through those things. Just different editable products, like I said, journals, planners, ebook templates, all the things, right? It's all in this bundle. And for my beginners, for those that might be a little bit intimidated or afraid to dip their toe in this pool, because I know that you've seen it, I know that you've heard about it, I know that you see it's lucrative and people's out here making a killing doing this stuff. I have the introductory bundle for $44.44. So I'm all about my angel numbers. So 44 is about stability. 44 is about stability. So for $44.44, there are 6,900 digital products included in there. Like I said, you got the IG hooks, you got the marketing information in there, you have vendors, we have all the things in there, everything that you would need to get your digital product business started, as well as a willing helping hand and a call at any time. So I'm still waiting on my TikTok to go viral so I can add my store to my bio, but it's on the it's in the comment section. And matter of fact, I'm gonna put that in there right now. The website is in there. If not, just send me a note to say, hey, I'd be happy to walk you through this and help you figure out, like I said, how you can make this space and time for you and your babies. And just, you owe yourself this, to not be stressed, to not be worried, and not have to be constantly just not present because you're stressed and worried about money and worried about providing for your babies and your family. You owe yourself to be able to live a full life, right? And to be able to thrive in this life. And marketing digital products and establishing that additional stream of income gives you the opportunity, provides that ability to do that and be able to just enjoy your life and enjoy your family. So reach out, let me know if you're interested. Like I said, I got to get my my storefront posted in here, but I'll be happy to walk you through it. And outside of that, I hope that y'all have a great rest of your day.